Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing good. First of all, there are many ways that you can use to hide your thin or receding hairlines, and that's what I want to talk about today. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing good. I'm happy to be back with a new video. My name is Marlene. I film about lifestyle and hair. I also do some DIY videos. Having this type of hairline really makes things difficult when it comes to styling your hair or finding a hairstyle that will cover this receding part of your hairline. But there are also many hairstyles that you can do and no one will ever notice that your hairline is receding, and there are many hairstyles that fall into this category. So the first hairstyle that you can do if you have receding hairlines are hairstyles with bangs or flicks. These are the most common hairstyles for people who don't have their hairline in place. As we all know, most hairstyles with bangs and flicks really hide our hairline, especially on both sides, because these are the places, like these are the areas where our hairline starts receding. You might as well go for a longer fringe. Like if you want it to look more cuter, you can go for a longer fringe. I'm inserting the picture as well so that you might see how it looks like. I'm inserting several pictures actually so that you might see the different types of the different haircuts involving bangs and fringes. Like for example, the ninja bun. I'll put a picture as I'm talking. The good thing about this particular hairstyle is that your hairline is not affected more, because it's all about laying your hair into a bun and then attaching braiding hair while leaving some braiding hair at the front. So if you have troubles with your hairline, I'll advise you to go for a hairstyle like the ninja bun. And when doing this, you just have to make sure not to put a lot of gel on your hair as well, for you to prevent further thinning of your hairline. Another tip is that when doing your ninja bun, it's good that you start with your braiding hair really at the back so that it will look more fluffy at the front. Here is a picture for you to see how it looks like. Just go for a ninja bun while making sure you don't use a lot of gel. Another great hairstyle is the pixie cut. The pixie cut is just an amazing hairstyle because I know it used to trend like back in the days when we were like younger. So if your hairline is thinning or is receding, you might also go for a pixie cut. If you're going to buy a wig into this hairstyle, I would advise you to be careful while applying the wig, because this head cap that we wear before putting our wig, if it's not placed right in front, like after the hairline, I think it contributes in damaging our hairline. Like, that's just my opinion. If you want to go for a pixie cut, I think it's better for you to do a sew-in with a weave than to have a wig, because when you're doing a sew-in, you can easily control how you pull your hairline further. You can always tell the hairstylist not to pull the hairline too much so that your hairline won't be further destroyed. So if you want to do a pixie cut, I'll advise you to go for a sew-in with a weave and not to buy a wig. Like I said before, if you want to do these hairstyles, I'll always advise you not to go for a wig, but instead to go for a sew-in weave, because this will help you protect your hairline more. I insist on this because I've seen several people, their hairline is really like a mess, it's receding and it's actually thinning, but they still go ahead and wear wigs. The only exception is when you make sure your wig cap doesn't touch your hairline. Like, your wig cap should come to the front, but that's not always easy. I can say that's difficult to avoid, because at some point your wig cap will always touch your hairline. And there is actually this lady, she's a YouTuber, she made a video last time talking about how she doesn't have hairline anymore. And in the comment section, like when I saw her, I was like, it's because of the wigs you wear. That's what I thought in my mind. And I also read on the comment section that people also told her the same thing, that the thing is because of the wigs she wears. That's why her hairline is actually receding. In fact, she didn't have any hairline at all. I even believe her case is actually an extreme case of hair loss. Like, her case is actually a case of alopecia, because it felt like she had no more hair follicles at the front of her hair. So like I said, if you want to go for these hairstyles, you should go for a sew-in weave. Don't wear a wig, just go for it, and make sure you always tell your stylist not to tie the front of your hair so much. And also make sure you don't put a lot of gel if you're going for a ninja bun, or if you're going for a bun with bangs or fringes. Just make sure you don't put a lot of gel on your hairline. Another great hairstyle idea is the Afro haircut. Just go for it, because if you notice, especially if you have long hair, you will notice that there are some people with very long hair at the back, like from here till the back, but their hairline is actually destroyed. So if you have such hair, especially if your hair is nappy, just go for an Afro haircut. And you notice that when you have this Afro haircut, if you comb your hairline is actually hidden and nobody will notice that your hairline is thin or is receding. So that's really a great hairstyle idea to hide your hairline. And even better, this will even help you treat your hairline better, because when you put, for example, your treatment on your hairline, at the same time you're letting your hairline breathe to give the opportunity for hair to grow on the area involved. So these are the few hairstyles you can do, because having a receding hairline can sometimes affect some women's self-esteem to the point that they keep on wearing wigs just to hide it. But if your hairline is already destroyed, there's no need for you to keep wearing wigs, because the wigs will even destroy it more and might even destroy even the hair follicle. So if you're in a situation like this, I advise you to go for these various hairstyles I've stated, and yeah, you also look very, very good. So another great idea for you to hide your hairline is by using a hairbrush, especially if the hairline at the front is really really low. You've realized that if your hairline is very thin and you still have like a little bit of hair around there, you can use your brush to brush this hair and try to lay it down. Like, you realize when you brush your hairline, for example, you can brush the hair in such a way that you hide the empty part. But the thing about this, guys, is that most of the times people tend to use gel to brush this part, and it's not the same like laying your edges, because I feel like when you lay your edges you add some gel on your hair, and I'm not really a gel person when it comes to applying gel on the hair. I feel like it's very tricky because your hair looks beautiful and laid and neat, but in the long run, if you keep, especially if you use the wrong type of edge control gel, but in the long run if you keep doing that, I have the impression that it just cuts your edges. It cuts your edges more. So I won't advise you in this situation to use gel. I'll just advise you to brush your hair down in order to hide the part where your hair is empty. Just brush it. And if you don't have hair anymore on that area, just go for the previous hairstyles I stated. That's all. Okay. And now the next tip is maybe by cutting your hair low. Why not? You know, short hair really looks good on some people, especially if your head is round. You really look good. So you can cut all your hair low till the level of your hairline where it is. But if you have no hairline at all on this place, still cut your hair low and maybe start the treatment to make your hairline grow back. So that's also a great idea for people not to notice, because I feel like the fact that sometimes we don't feel comfortable with our hairline, or we don't feel comfortable with the fact that our hairline is receding, is because of the way other people look at us. So when they look at us, they are like, what's wrong with your hair? So now you feel uncomfortable, and it can really affect you. So if you're in this situation, you can also cut your hair low and let the whole hair grow back, making the right treatment for the whole hair to grow back normally. And the very last tip I want to talk about is the makeup technique. Talking about this makeup technique, there is something that I once saw online. I'm going to put the link in the information box, or I'm going to look for it and link it up as I'm talking about it right now. It's like a spray with the same hair tone, like it has different tones. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not so sure of it. I just saw it real quick on YouTube. That was an ad I actually saw. Like, you kind of pump it on your hairline. It gives this impression like your hairline is thick and full. So you can go, people usually use makeup to do that. Like, they take an eyebrow pencil and kind of draw it following the hairline. But at the same time, I feel like that's actually, but this product I actually saw is it's like a spray. It doesn't stain, it doesn't come out. You just spray it on your hairline and it makes your hairline look full. So you can also go for this if you can afford it. It's really another great tip for you to hide your hairline. Alright friends, we've come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for your support. I am so grateful. And please don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel, like I always say. Also share my videos to friends, families, and everyone you think might be interested, and even might not be interested, you never know. Okay, so see you next time with a next video. Take care. Bye.